BTS News Today. The afternoon sky in Los Angeles had just begun to glow orange when a Weverse notification suddenly lit up fans' phones all around the world. Without any prior announcement, BTS's official account flashed with a simple message: "Live now, Jungkook and V." Within seconds, thousands, and then millions of viewers flooded into the live stream. But what they saw that evening wasn't just a casual chat between two BTS members. It was something completely unexpected. V and Jungkook were enthusiastically diving into a viral trend from a lesser-known part of Indonesia, Ora farming from Riau. The camera focused on V's excited face. His hair slightly tousled. His eyes sparkled like a child discovering a new toy. Jungkook, dressed in a loose white t-shirt and gray sweatpants, sat cross-legged on the floor laughing, his signature soft yet clear laugh filling the stream. Between them sat a laptop playing a YouTube video titled Ora Farming Challenge, Riau Edition. It was V who first introduced the term during the live stream. With infectious enthusiasm, he said, "A producer Hyung showed me this video from Riau last night. He said it's going viral. They call it Ora farming. It's not just about visuals or fashion. It's about how someone's energy and presence can affect those around them. And honestly, I'm obsessed." Jungkook chuckled and nodded. "At first, I thought it was just a TikTok filter or something edited. But it's real. They just stand still, stare into the camera, and boom, their aura just explodes." On screen, the two global idols began trying the challenge themselves. They took turns standing in front of the camera, saying nothing, just staring, with blank expressions filled with intensity. The mood of the live suddenly shifted, becoming atmospheric. Fans exploded in the comments. "V's aura is attacking me," wrote a fan from Brazil. "I can't breathe watching Jungkook stare." Another chimed in from the Philippines, but that was just the beginning. What truly made the stream go viral wasn't just that two BTS members joined the trend. It was the emotional and artistic sincerity they brought to it. That V, ever the poetic soul, explained his interpretation. Ora farming isn't about looking cool. It's about being fully present, without needing to speak, like a poem living inside a gaze. He went on to say that Indonesian culture holds a wealth of expression often overlooked globally, and he felt this trend was a window into that world. Then Jungkook shared something more personal. He revealed that he had been going through an introspective period lately, spending a lot of time alone in the studio, reflecting on the emotional direction of his upcoming solo project. "I feel like this aura farming trend is like a mirror. We're forced to see ourselves. No sound, no movement. Just who we really are. And that's both terrifying and healing." A moment of silence followed. V turned to Jungkook, and both quietly laughed, as if knowing their words had gone deeper than expected for a spontaneous live. But the most touching moment came when they began reading comments from Indonesian fans. Many from Riau and surrounding regions expressed how moved they were that a trend they had started was now reaching a global stage. Some wrote that it was the moment of their lives. One comment, in particular, caught their attention, from a teenage girl named Fyra. She wrote, "We in Riau never imagined the world would notice us. Thank you, V. Thank you, Jungkook. You brought us into the light." Jungkook read her comment aloud, and V bowed his head gently with a smile. "Fyra, you brought the light. We're just reflecting it," he replied, placing his hand on his heart. From there, the live took a lighter turn. V created a parody version of aura farming with dramatic and silly expressions, while Jungkook improvised beatboxing that became its own mini-trend. Fans laughed endlessly, capturing and spreading those moments across social media. But the live stream didn't just live in the digital realm. Hours after the live ended, the hashtag Aura Farming with BTS shot to #1 in over 30 countries. Searches for Aura Farming Riau surged worldwide. Local media outlets in Riau were overwhelmed with interview requests from global press intrigued by the phenomenon. A creative community in Pekanbaru reported their accounts being flooded with followers from Korea, Japan, Brazil, even Iceland. In an interview the following day with a Korean media outlet, V said the appeal of the trend lay in its simplicity. "The world today is so loud. Sometimes we need silence to truly be present. That's what aura farming is about. Stillness, but filled with meaning." He also emphasized that BTS has always been interested in cultural trends with local roots, and this one opened a new door into understanding Indonesia more deeply. Jungkook added that he was considering incorporating visual elements from aura farming into his next music video. There's something powerful about performing not with action, but with energy, and I think it fits perfectly with the song I'm working on now. Shortly afterward, HYB released a statement saying they were in talks with several Indonesian creators to develop a cross-cultural creative collaboration as a way of honoring a trend that bridged two worlds, global pop and local expression. What began as a spontaneous live between two friends became the seed of a much larger movement. Aura farming was no longer just a visual or social media trend. Thanks to V and Jungkook, it had become an emotional language transcending borders, language, and culture. And in a world that often moves too fast, that moment was a gentle reminder that sometimes, by simply being present and gazing, we can truly change something. That night, thousands of armies around the globe went to sleep with a smile, and thousands in Riau woke up with hearts full of pride, knowing that their aura had touched the world. After the live stream ended, V and Jungkook didn't immediately leave as they usually did. They remained seated in front of the camera, which was slowly turned off by staff. They exchanged a glance, then shared a soft laugh, like two friends who had just shared a secret. There was a rare peace in their laughter, as if they had just experienced something far beyond a viral moment, something quietly profound. Night deepened in Los Angeles. But in Riau, dawn broke in a small home on the outskirts of Pekanbaru. Fira, the teenager whose comment had been read by V and Jungkook, was still awake. Her eyes swollen from tears, but her smile unshakable. She never imagined that her simple message, typed on a phone screen, could reach the idols she had only seen from afar. Her father, hearing her quiet sobs, thought something was wrong, until he saw her phone screen filled with clips of V and Jungkook saying her name. He said nothing, just stroked her head gently. Soon, Fira's face appeared across social media. The Indonesian army community quickly rallied around her, turning her into a symbol of genuine connection between fandom and cultural roots. Many sent her supportive messages, and even some local brands offered her scholarship opportunities, viewing her as part of an accidental digital cultural diplomacy. Meanwhile, for BTS, things began moving faster than anyone expected. The next morning, Jungkook posted an Insta story with the caption, "How deep is your aura today?" alongside a sunrise video he recorded from their hotel balcony. Not long after, V followed with a black and white photo of himself meditating in front of a mirror with the caption, "Still farming." The hashtag Still Farming with BTS exploded in popularity. But it wasn't just catchy, it had real impact. Indonesian visual creators, especially those from Riau, began receiving collaboration requests from international teams. Some were even invited by Korean creative agencies to produce short documentaries about how aura farming began, not from tech or visual effects, but from the simple way local communities expressed presence through silence. HYB, within 48 hours, contacted the Indonesian embassy in Seoul to explore cultural cooperation. A HYB representative stated that the emotional connection between V, Jungkook, and the Riau trend had opened their eyes to the power of sincere digital interaction. They even called it a new form of intimate performance art.